Hey, Amanda. How are things going for you tonight? You enjoying that dinner that you're at with the friend of yours that you hadn't seen in a long time?
Yes, it's been amazing. Her and I are just having an absolute blast. Actually, though, it's not just that one friend, though. We ended up getting 4 other people to come over. So, in total, we ended up being 6 people, and we're all just having such a great time. So, thanks so much for staying home and agreeing to watch the kid.
It's not a problem at all. I was happy to have a quiet night in with Nina.
And how is she? I'm guessing that she's probably asleep or something by now, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We ordered out for dinner, watched a movie together, and now she's fast asleep.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm so happy that you two are getting along together. It really warms my heart.
Well, it warms mine too. To get to spend so much quality time with my daughter like this, you know. By the way, do you have any idea how late this thing of yours is gonna go? I'm just curious about what time you think you'll be coming home.
Well, that's the thing. We were just wrapping up at dinner right now, but then someone suggested that we all go to a karaoke bar. And I didn't want to be the one person who wasn't going along with everyone, you know? So, is it okay with you if I stay out just a little later than I originally planned?
Yeah, it's no problem. I mean, if everyone is still down to go out, then it sounds like the night isn't quite over yet anyways.
Thank you so much, Mark. The thing is that I'm pretty much the only non-single person, you see?
Yeah, I get it. You'd be the only person going back. It's not a problem for me at all.
I knew that you'd understand, but just now that since everyone here is single, this night could end up being an all-nighter. And I think I might want to hang out with everyone for as long as I can.
So you really think that you're going to be out until this morning then?
Is that okay? I would really like to. Besides, it's not like Nina is breastfeeding anymore. So, there's not a real need for me to be home tonight, right? Besides, you also have tomorrow off of work, don't you?
Yeah, that is true. I do have no work tomorrow.
Then please, just this once can I stay out? I can't remember the last time I had this much fun.
Well, okay. I guess you're right, and I really shouldn't mind. But if you're going to be out all night, just please make sure that you're being safe, okay?
Of course! I promise that I'll be safe and that nothing bad is going to happen at all. But I really am sorry to be leaving you alone all night with the kid while I go out for the night.
Don't worry about it. You're always watching Nina, and I'm more than happy to do it.
Oh, Mark, you really are such a sweet guy, you know that? I'm really so happy that I married you. I mean, I never would have thought that I'd get to go out like this after I got married, and especially not after having a kid.
I know, but we got married precisely because we love and trust each other. We promised each other that even after we got married, that we wouldn't try and control each other's lives.
I know. I remember making that vow with you, and I'm so grateful that we've been able to stick to it.
I know. Me too. Although, that being said, I do feel sometimes that you might be going out a little too much lately. So, just as long as you're not taking advantage of that promise that we made, that's what matters most to me.
Oh, don't worry. I promise that this is going to be the last time for a while, okay?
That's okay. We both work and I know how stress can build up. Besides, you always did enjoy a night out even when we were dating. So I hope that you can understand when I say that maybe you could stand to just spend a little more time at home.
I know, you really are right about that. But if I spend too much time at home, I start to get really mad. And going out like this is a really good way for me to relieve some stress now and then.
Well then, that's good. I was hoping to hear something like that. Just make sure you don't drink too much on this all-nighter and be careful getting home, okay?
Hey Mark, is now a good time? I have something that I kind of want to talk to you about.
Oh? What's up, Amanda? What do you want to talk about?
Well, the thing is that I was thinking of going to stay with my parents for a little while.
You're going back to your hometown to visit your parents for a bit?
Well, I really would like to, yes. Although, I kind of want to go and see them by myself. So would you mind taking care of Nina while I go and do this?
You mean you want to go and visit your parents in your hometown by yourself, so you want me to watch our child while you do that?
Yeah, I guess. That's basically what I'm asking. Thanks for summarizing.
But do you mind if I ask why you want to go alone? Did I do something wrong? Are you mad at me or something like that?
No, it isn't anything like that at all. The truth is that my parents have both been getting kind of sick and, well, they're actually both in the hospital at the moment.
Oh no, I had no idea about any of that. That's awful. I'm so sorry, Amanda.
It's okay, Mark. I mean, it's not okay. But I called them on the phone the other day, and I could just hear that they were getting worse from their voices.
Wow. I guess these things happen when you get older, though, huh?
That's right. And I guess I've just felt like I haven't been a very good daughter lately. I mean, I hardly ever go home to visit them, and the call was the first one in I don't know how many months. So, I guess I just want to be there for my parents now that I know they're not doing so well.
Yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from completely. I mean, if it were my parents in that position, I'd do the same. But I get it. It's not easy making time for others once you're an adult, especially your parents.
I know, and especially since they both live out in the country and make their living from farming. Well, I just can't let things fall apart for them while they're in the hospital right now. I mean, farming is hard work, and they're already so old.
Well, I am sure that your parents would be thrilled to get to see you after such a long time of you being away from them.
I think so too, but I just wanted to make sure that this was okay with you before doing so.
I understand. But it is kind of tough for you to just leave Nina alone with me to watch over her. I mean, I still have to go to work, and things get really tough when I have to do everything by myself.
I get that, Mark. But these are my parents that we're talking about here, and they're really not doing well. I mean, what if something happened to both of them and I wasn't there? If I took Nina with me, then that would be just putting more on their plate and making more work for them. So please, can't you just do this for me this once?
Okay, alright, fine. Go to your parents, Amanda. It sounds like they really need you. I'll be sure to take care of Nina and the house while you're gone.
Thank you so much, Mark. I know that you have work and that you're very busy too.
I mean, it's more than that. It's that when it's only me, it's just more physically difficult to get all that I need to do done. But I guess if things get really bad, I can always go and ask my mom for help since she doesn't live that far away.
Yes. Thank you so much for this, Mark. You don't know how much this means to me. And please tell your mom thanks for all her help.
You got it. I'll be sure to tell her that. Tell your parents I hope they're doing well as well.
Got it. And the thing is that I don't quite know when I'll be getting back from this trip, but I think that it's going to be something like 2 weeks at the least. So prepare to take care of Nina and be on your own for the foreseeable future.
Amanda, that's a really, really long time for you to be away. Do you know that?
I know, and I'm really, really sorry about this, Mark. But the thing is that it's almost harvest season, and that's the busiest time of the year. I just don't think I'd be of actual use to my parents if I stayed for any shorter amount of time.
I see. Well, I guess in that case, it sounds like we have no choice, really. I guess I'll get ready to be solo for a while.
Thank you so much for understanding, Mark. You really are a sweet angel, and I'm so lucky to have you.
Amanda, are you there? Can you please just tell me when you're going to come home? I mean, you've been away for almost a whole month now, and you've barely even talked to me while you've been gone.
Oh, Mark, I'm so sorry about that. The harvesting has just been so busy, and I've barely had a moment to myself.
And I guess I take it that means you're not going to be coming home anytime soon then?
Yeah, really I'm sorry, but it's just not going to happen anytime soon, I don't think.
So you're saying there's still a bunch of work to do over there? Because I really would like you to come home soon. I'm really, really tired over here.
I understand that, Mark. But the thing is that my parents are much, much worse than I thought they were. And I think that if I wasn't here, then nothing would be getting done around the farm. So I need to hurry up and keep harvesting so that everything is ready for sale. I get that you're tired, but I'm out in the field every day trying to take care of business for my parents.
I guess you're right. I don't have it as bad as I think.
And once the harvest and selling is done, there's all the work that comes with preparing the fields for next year. There have been some days where I'm practically all night working on something for them. I've barely gotten any sleep these past few days.
So then I guess you really won't be able to come home anytime soon, huh?
I'm sorry, Mark. I know that this hasn't been easy for you at all.
I mean, I know that you have things really hard as well, but I'm just getting really worn out. I mean, I know that you want to be there for your parents, but it doesn't change how much work that puts on me. And even though I'm not doing farm work, I'm still working really hard.
I know, and I am really sorry, Mark. You've been doing so much with having to work and take care of Nina and yourself. I promise that I really am trying to come home as soon as I possibly can.
I get that you're probably just as tired as I am. Just take care of yourself over there, okay, Amanda? I'm sorry that I'm calling you back when you still have so much to do.
No, I really do get it. I know that you want me back, and I really am trying to go back. I promise.
But you have time to be there for your mom and dad. I understand. I really do think it's a great thing you're doing for your parents, you know. I mean, it really does sound like if it wasn't for you, their farm might be over as we know it. It's all in the harvest whether or not a farm is going to survive after all.
Oh, trust me, I am very familiar with that concept. But I'm just glad to be here. I mean, I used to be such a troublemaker when I was a little girl, and I really hope that I can get my parents to see me in a new light by doing this.
I am sure that your parents are very grateful and proud of you for what you're doing. But anyways, good luck dealing with the rest of the harvest. Also, I just want you to know that Nina really misses having you at home. But we both just hope that you're doing okay.
Mark, I'm so sorry for the radio silence. Can you believe that it's been 3 months since I left? It really doesn't feel like it at all to me. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know I'm on my way home now.
You know, I was already apprehensive enough about you being gone this long. But the least you could have done was call me.
I know. I really am sorry, but things just kept coming up.
Are you even really at your parents' house right now?
Of course I am. Just what do you think I've been doing these past months?
Well, I heard that your parents sold the farm and that there's not even anything there anymore. So, I don't know. What have you been doing?
Sold the farm? What are you talking about? Is that a joke or something?
It's not a joke. It's the truth. Your family's farm is gone and there's nothing left of it.
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
I mean that I actually went to your parents' house yesterday.
Wait, what? You went to my parents' house? I mean, you came here where I am and have been the past 3 months?
Well, I was just getting so worried when I didn't hear from you that I went to go and check on you myself. And when I got there, it was all gone. I asked some locals about what had happened and they said that it got swept away in some big flood that happened.
You're kidding me. So there's nothing left standing there at all?
Why don't you actually go to their house and see for yourself? Did you really not know there was a huge flood in your hometown?
But what about my parents? Are they okay?
They're okay. They evacuated in time and are perfectly safe. But they told me that they hadn't heard from you in a long, long time.
But I don't believe it.
You are such a liar, do you know that? You've been just horrible. You told me this whole time that you were doing this for your parents' sake. The whole reason I felt okay about you going away this long was because I thought you were going to take care of them. But you haven't even been talking to them. They had no idea what you were talking about when I told them what you had told me. In fact, they were speechless when I told them that I thought that they were with you for the past 3 months.
But, okay, wait. Just let me explain, okay? This is just a big misunderstanding.
Oh, sure. I'd love to hear what excuse you have for yourself. But why don't you come over to where your parents and I are first? I'm sure they'd love to see you.
Mark, I'm so sorry for lying to you. But you were telling the truth. I stopped in my hometown because I didn't believe what you were saying. But the house really was all gone.
Were you able to go and meet your parents as well? So sorry I had to leave early, but I just couldn't stand to see you.
Yes, I went to go and see them and they were so disappointed in me. They even told me they were going to disinherit me. They said that they had already come to that decision before this, since I hardly even went to go and see them anyways.
Well, I'm sure that they were disappointed in you. I mean, you lied about where you were for 3 whole months. But if you don't tell me the truth right now, I'm gonna divorce you. I already want you out of the house.
Okay, you're right. The truth is that I actually did go on a trip, okay?
And just who did you go on a trip with? I care much more about that than where you went.
I was with a man. I took this trip with a man.
And this is a man that I know?
No, I don't think you know him. I actually met this guy in a bar about a year ago.
And? So what kind of trip was it? What kind of relationship do you have with this guy?
He's just a friend, I swear.
Amanda, I thought I told you that I wanted you to tell me the truth. Because I'm going to be looking into who this guy is. So this is your last chance to tell me the truth about who it is that you went on a trip with.
Okay, Okay, I'm sorry. He isn't just a friend, and it wasn't just a friendly vacation.
Then say it. Tell me that you cheated on me.
Okay, I admit it. I was cheating on you for the past 3 months.
I can't believe you. I mean, it's always bad enough that you went and had this affair. But for a whole quarter of a year?
I really am sorry, Mark. You have to believe me. We were in Hawaii, and every time it was almost time to go home, he asked if I would stay with him for longer, and well, it was just too good to pass up.
I should have known what you were up to when you were hardly even talking to me. But to think that you were cheating on me this whole time? I never even heard of this happening to someone else, you know? It's just ridiculous.
Mark, I'm so sorry. I'll say it as many times as I need to for you to believe me. But I should have never done this, especially not for 3 months. But it was just nice to be kid-free and well, I guess I just ended up thinking in island time.
Island time? Are you kidding me? Are you really trying to come up with excuses for what you've done? I really just don't even know what to say.
You're right. That was wrong of me. I shouldn't have said that. That was stupid. All I ever do is cause you pain. I'm so sorry, Mark. But I swear to you that this will never ever happen again.
Oh, you can go ahead and do it as many times as you want. See if I care. Because I am through with you. And any love that I still had for you ended when I drove up your parents' empty farmland. But you can just go ahead and leave me. Just go and marry this guy since you want to be with him so badly.
Wait, no. Mark, you don't understand. This isn't the kind of guy that I want to marry. I never once thought of leaving you.
So now you're trying to tell me you don't want me to leave you for this?
Well, it's a bit more than that. The thing is that this guy is also married, you see? And the guy's wife comes from a really rich family. So I know he would never leave his wife for me.
I see. So basically you're telling me that both of you were cheating on your spouses then. It sounds to me like you're both just horrible, awful people. But that's all the more reason to leave you. I never ever want to see you again.
Please, Mark, don't do this to me. I'm begging you. I mean, I told you everything that happened between us. You said that you wouldn't leave me if I told you the truth, remember?
I did say that, but I forgot to mention that if you tell me everything, I'll divorce you anyways.
Wait, what? So you tricked me? You were always going to leave me no matter what?
Oh, please. Do you think you're in any place to complain about being tricked after what you did to me? I knew that you were going out more even before this trip. But I guess it wasn't all just to see this guy, was it?
No, it isn't like that at all. There were really times when I was just going out with friends too. I swear, you have to believe me.
And what about the last time? The time you went to go see your friends and you all ended up drinking and going to karaoke. I want you to give me the names and the numbers of all the people that you were there with. You understand me? I just want to make sure that you really were out with who you said you were.
No, I'll tell you the truth. I was with the guy.
Well, I guess that I can guess exactly what you were doing when you were staying up all night with him. But to think that you had the gall to leave Nina with me and make me stay at home all by myself while you did this to me?
Please, Mark. I'm so sorry. What do you want from me? Do you want me to get down on my knees and beg you not to leave me? Because I'll do it if that's what it takes for you not to leave me.
If you think that's gonna make me stay with you, then you've got another thing coming. You only ever cared about yourself, and it's clear to me now that you never really cared about Nina or I. You pushed everything onto me, and you lied to me about what you were doing to justify it. You guilted me into thinking that you were doing backbreaking work for your family when you were in Hawaii. You barely talked to me for 3 whole months while you were away and pretended like we were both having it so hard. I thought we were going through this together, and now I realized that I was a fool to ever believe you. It wasn't long afterwards that Amanda and I finalized our divorce. Our lawyers discussed the terms of the divorce, and in the end, we didn't have to split our assets at all. I kept mine, and she kept hers. Although, I did make sure that I kept full custody of Nina. Although, because Amanda had spent so much of her own credit while in Hawaii hoping that her boyfriend would pay it back all to her, She found herself in quite a bit of debt after we broke up. I was able to find out who this man of hers was, and I made sure to tell his wife about what him and Amanda had been up to. I ended up suing him and Amanda for their affair and got a payout of $100,000. I heard that the guy's wife had also ended up suing the two of them, and that they were basically left with nothing by the end of it. Last I heard, the two of them fled town to avoid all the rumors flying around them, and I have never ever heard from Amanda since. I almost wanted to make her pay child support, but I chose instead just to keep her as far away from Nina as I could. But just because I try to keep Amanda out of Nina's life doesn't mean that I don't think Nina shouldn't have a relationship with her grandparents. Amanda's parents were so sorry about what their daughter put us through. They offered to help out in any way that they could, and I call on them when I need some assistance. In fact, Nina insisted on going to their house for the summer because she wants to be there to help them harvest at their new farm. So I guess it sounds like I'll be the one on my own for a few months this summer. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.